Dota right now, right?
Well, I hope he just doesn't run into the pit at 8 minutes like the Juggernaut did, because I can tell you this Morphling will be not long for this world if he does that.
Holy. All right, now I'm deflated. Just watching this game again.
Oh, that was a nice story that the panel told, though. I liked that. This miraculous tale of love and loss where somehow Wayne scrapped together fight after fight, and, you know, then Morphling comes out of the woods with 5 items at 30 minutes.
It could happen.
Yeah. It is. They could actually win the lanes.
Yeah.
I do think they have decent matchups here, looking at how the laning stage is going to go. Beastmaster going to struggle quite a bit against the Coconut early on, as long with the Morphling harass. It could go in and pressure Swindle quite a bit. In the mid lane, Viper probably one of the best heroes to lane against Death Prophet. Not to say anyone really enjoys it, but he's one of the better ones to handle it. But already, if you look at mid, I believe they're on the smoke gank. Don't think this was scouted either. And we're back at that big camp when it began. Not exactly sure where they smoked, but I think it was out of vision.
Snowball plus Chen is definitely a cute thing. Like, you just grab all the creeps going in, and then...
This is big if they get the kill here.
Vengeful Spirit not exactly the best defensive support against Chen things.
Maybe they did see it, judging by the position.
All right, he's going to tank the gank.
And Ben just going to reveal it. So I guess they did get vision before the smoke.
All right. So I know Winter was kind of touching on that Earth Spirit could do everything that offlane Earth Spirit could do as a support. I actually think that he's worse in the offlane, simply because a lot of Earth Spirit, what he could do early is just roam around and just set up kills.
Well, I feel like he has that effect, that Nyx once he hits level 6 effect, or Clock once he hits level 6, where he's a lot scarier when you don't know if he's going to roll on you, and he can just come out of the fog. Like, you see him in lane, the Earth Spirit can't really apply pressure.
Well, the thing is, those two heroes you mentioned can't actually gank till level 6.
Right.
Earth Spirit can.
I'm saying him at level 1 to like 3 is the same as those heroes at 6, in terms of like being off the map is better for your team.
I don't know. I feel like he's like the Spirit Breaker that could roam, you know, much early, so you don't need to get a level 6. And I feel like you could just put another hero to be greedier at the top lane. Oh, we'll see.
I think we're saying the same thing, Lumi.
Okay.
But
I'm right.
But yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
You're right. I'm left.
Yeah.
Morphling is farming well, and very good news for Wayne. So they are off to a pretty hot start there. 9 denies already, and well, the other core is Death Prophet holding her own in mid, 11 and 4, doing a bit better than the Viper. But remember, they committed a lot to that with that smoke gank, which did not succeed. And we do see the Invoker top having a pretty good time with it early on. Is Swindle's trying to engage into Ice. He has the boar available. The micro, not the best. And he gets waved on. Shadow's going to come in for this one.
That's a kill. One more.
One more auto tech. Should do Swindle and tries to.
And he ate the mango too.
And while that was happening, I guess there ends up being action elsewhere.
All right.
Will go down.
Blink or Dagger or whatever his name is need to download that replay from Fata and watch how this matchup goes, because Fata was just on the enemy ramp against the DP, laying it down with poison attack. And here we go. Looks like we're going to see a little bit of a kill attempt.
On the Chessie. The stun comes in from Innocent, so constant ganks all over the map. Wings.
Oh!
Ooh, it's even
Sentry,
coming prepared with sentries.
What a player.
That was not the play of an Innocent. That was the play of an experienced, wily veteran. And Swindles is going to die again. This has been
He did say that he's not very good at off lane.
For Swindles. My God.
And the tilt.
This guy is just getting beaten up.
Yep. It's happening right now.
But he keeps on coming back in the rain. You got to admire that.
I mean, where does he go? Can't go into a jungle. He's a Beastmaster.
Stack Ancients?
I guess so. All right. Venge doing a little bit of D-ward.
I mean, they're dominating the lanes now. Morphling, Viper, and Earth Spirit all getting a lot early on.
Actually, you say Swindle's not having a good time. Limp is not having a good day at all, right? Like, so far, both of his game, he just got dominated on the mid lane.
Well, yeah, that's fair. He has not had a good day either.
Yeah.
But I feel like for him, it was mainly the one game where he really struggled, whereas Swindles is the Brewmaster game. He had a really rough time. This game,
last game he had an Earth Spirit camping him nonstop in the mid lane. That wasn't great either.
Yeah, but he handled it a lot better than the Chen game. He died, but not nearly as much.
All right, this should be a kill if you just blow everything on Chessie, but there's that snowball.
Let's see if they can isolate him. They're pretty at a third. The Witch Doctor coming from the south. Not skilled up to level 2 Maledict. but it's available if they see a kill opportunity.
Yep.
You know, I think the other thing with the mid matchup, you mentioned the Fada Viper, but Fada's Viper was the one getting the help. That was with the Chen, so it's not quite the same as this particular game. Soul Siphon goes out in the mid lane, though, as Limp engages. The Viper will make it out barely at that. The Death Prophet, Innocence turns around and tanks the full damage. So compLexity, despite a pretty slow start, get on the board here. Again, 3-2.
Also missing the Sunstrike there. A little bit of miscommunication for the team. You need to throw the Sunstrike as the net is coming out. But they do get the kill. They get a little bit of tower damage. This is the one that I'm always somewhat confused about. When do you recognize your skill level 6 ult on DP? Do you always do it? I don't feel like...
Did he go for the Siphon first build this game? On the Death Prophet?
Yeah, he did.
I think if you go that build, you usually get the ult at 6. At least it seems that's
that's fair.
The build.
Although I'm not sure if you want to get it against Viper, right? He could easily kind of just break the... I mean, he'll slow you and then he'll run away. In any case, looks like Hanskin might actually die here. They will get 1 kill in return. And this is where Earth Spirit is really good. When you're in the offlane, you get the level 6.
Oh, Wild Meteor appears. Don't come this way, Faith. He's like, great, I wasn't planning on it anyway, you jerk.
Out of here.
Rolls away to the right. Has the phase boots available. Salve comes out, and he's back to full HP with a Venge there to not only support him, but just punish Swindle again.
Swindle, not like this.
This is like the ideal time for Swindle to die. Wave is there. Missile completes the kill. Our Spirit taunts him on the way out. Just reminding him how much better of a time he's having in the offlane than poor Swindle. Lowest net worth in the game. Ouch.
Dire's structures are fortified.
With HCS, too.
I mean, Morphling versus Beastmaster. Morphling with help versus Beastmaster is just... You don't expect to win that matchup. Does he have any stacks in the jungle to show for it, at least?
The Beastmaster?
Yeah.
They have 1 double stack.
Yeah, so... he's just losing the offline. There's no better way to say it.
It's another smoke from compLexity. Innocent's going to reveal it. They should be able to grab the kill here, but even if they do, it's only a Vengeful Spirit. Again,
do they get the kill?
Gag. Do they get the kill with the Sunstrike? Not
Okay.
quite connecting. They barely secured in the end.
All right, a kill's a kill. They smoke for it, though.
I mean, you look at this draft, though, as good of a pushing lineup as there. Like, the Chen's start is so slow. He's level 4 at 7.5 minutes. They've blown a bunch of smokes. They're still trailing in kills. I think compLexity is actually having a tough enough time in the laning stage that this is not an auto win, despite, like, compared to the Liquid game where it was just an auto win.
Well, the difference is
sorry, the VP game after, like, 5-10 minutes.
I get what you're saying, but the difference is that compLexity in the 2 previous games just flat out lost the early game. Like, they just got dumpstered.
Oh yeah, this is progress.
So, yeah, they're getting something, right?
This is definitely progress.
Yeah, so...
But it doesn't feel great. Shadow getting caught out here. Sunstrike coming through. Will that one connect? Yes, sir. And with that compLexity. Oh, man. Sparks flying everywhere. Almost hit me in the eye there.
Yeah, I think they keep doing what they're doing, right? Because now Invoker is getting some relatively free farm towards the Midas. You're looking at a Limp that hasn't, gone negative 30 seconds into the game.
Oh, Swindle, is he going to get solo killed here? Goes for the TP out. Well played, sir.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. That's a good way to handle the gank. First Magnetize committed. But they are rotating on mid now. 3 heroes converging. And I guess they were thinking about a gank, but nobody home this time. So compLexity dodging that.
All right, how did I get this kill is the question. You need to get in front of the Earth Spirit and then tank his roll, essentially. Don't let him roll.
Silence him.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yep.
is under attack.
Well, roll out. Yeah, but the snowball is going to follow him. It's a stone on ice parade here in the bottom lane. As Limp is going to retreat out, tries to get out of there in time. Hand of God, great Chet play to keep him alive. Another nuke and the send back will secure his retreat, but they still lose the touch. And Morphling just might be able to get a rage on this Chen. It's going to be a bit too far.
Yeah.
So they commit the entire team. They do walk away with the Tusk kill, and in the end, I guess compLexity is okay with that. They're pushing top. They're also pressuring mid. They're getting some trades.
I do want to say this is like the 2nd or 3rd time that Chessie's been getting absolute free farm as a result of these fights. So he's got the Midas being ferried out relatively soon, and I think finally compLexity gets to execute a draft that they meant to execute.
Well, yeah, at least the game isn't over at 5 minutes in terms of just the laning stage.
Although, to be fair, Wings is also executing their game plan, right? The Morphling is the highest net worth in the game. He's last-hitting every creep on the map.
Just comparing this game to the VP game with a similar draft for Col, like, I would say by comparison, Wings is actually winning the laning stage relative to that. But
All right.
compared to complexity's others games, like you said, this is progress.
So I guess the nice thing to say about this game is both teams is gonna play some Dota this game. There's not a 20-minute GG one way or another. Why are you laughing? It's true.
You're right. Technically, it is true.
Yeah. The other games didn't get to play Dota.
What would you call it,
I mean,
if not Dota?
like one game just like,
What do you call it, Dotka?
that's what you would call it. Which I don't disagree,
I
actually.
mean, we are in Belarus.
Yeah. I mean, there's... What else is...
Drinking's going to happen.
What
though,
else is there to do in Belarus?
Freeze your ass off. No, it seems like a beautiful country, but it is, my God, it is cold.
Yo, one thing I always want to try, you know, like it's really cold place. You go outside and pee. And then I heard myth tales where the pee would freeze before it touched the ground. Is that like just...
It's not nearly cold enough for that.
Okay.
Are you serious?
I don't know. I've never been this cold. I come from California. But I've heard tales where...
Dude, that's not even close to... I think it's got to be like 30 degrees colder for that to actually be a possibility.
Yeah, then I always ask, like, wouldn't, you know, your private parts would feel too cold for that to be a thing?
You're a weird guy,
Radiant's
man.
bottom tower is
Look,
under
Look, we're in
attack.
Belarus. There's nothing to do.
There's Dota to cast. Dota to cast.
Right, this is the first game of Dota I saw today, you know? There's a lot of
All
other
right, the
games.
start of the day, you know, we had some some straightforward, good old fun, but on a more serious note, 6-5 the score here. Complexity are building up the arsenal. They got the Midas out, Death Prophet working towards her first big item. As Complexity are going to rotate in the gang. They bring Swindle and Handskin down. And Limp getting caught in the river. There's the roll in, face beyond. Oh, that's a big grab with the Death Ward already out. It even bounces back from the Hawk onto the Death Prophet with that cast just for a little bit of additional lockdown. And they get the kill. This is the concern, is if you're not getting to use that ult offensively. That's where Wings can really pull this one away. And
Oh, Casket.
BOT's Morphling already online.
Do you think this is a BOT's Morphling game? I feel like you want to go Lincolns first against a hero like a Beastmaster.
I think it's so he can fight more and fight early before calls start grouping.
All right, they do get the one quick kill on Chen. The Roar's going to get dropped out. Really, it's just defensive Roar almost. They're going to throw everything at Wings, but he's got the mech. He uses it now. Chessing a lot of trouble in the front line.
Look how strong they are right
The
now. They're
Casket.
looking to wave forward onto Chessie. Where's that snowball save when you need it? Drags him into the midst of the enemy team. Limp gets off an ultimate, and Wings are a bit trapped out. The Soul Siphon going, but not for very long. Is it going to be enough, Limp? Not managing to grab that many kills. Finally, Shadow will wave his way out of here. Still very healthy. Innocence also on the retreat. Earth Spirit may even re-engage. So that first Death Prophet ult of any significance doesn't really get too much done.
That was with the perfect shards in front of Tier 1 tower, trapping 3 heroes in. And I think there was, what, 3 Soul Siphons going on at the same time. In
Yeah,
fact.
he committed all of his charges there. And he's going to pay it with his life now.
Oh, Hand of God?
Maybe the Hand of God prevents it.
Gets the heal back up.
Just
Okay.
in time.
Calculated.
I have to say the Chen play has been...
Oh, if they hit that. I want to say he was playing Dota.
What?
Dire's top tower is under
Sunstrike
attack.
Simulator?
Dude, that was good. That was some good stuff.
Yeah, that was really close, actually.
Yeah. But no, he didn't.
But close doesn't count.
All right. Who's free farming off the map? Are you still certain that this is the Shadow, or sorry,
He's
the
not
BOT
going.
game?
He's not going Necrobook.
Yules.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, he's okay. Very different game plan from Call then compared to what VP did.
I mean, you could.
That one item decision makes a huge difference for the overall strategy.
I agree, and I do want to say that Necrobook Monoburn is so good against Morphling. I'm surprised he
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
skipped it out.
It is a pretty good game for the solo kill potential, but Innocent is trying to find Z-Freak, who looked to snowball his way out of this one, gets caught by the Death Ward. My God, Wings just blasting him to smithereens. And now the top lane looks like there's also a jump here forward. Chessie getting caught out, chucks out the Tornado. Looking for the retreat, and then action on bottom as well as Swindles wants to get involved. He roars a full HP Witch Doctor, who promptly just waddles away. Wave in from Shadow, cleared out the board again. They did in the end manage to grab the kill top. Another death for a core. Invoker falling, and
Dire's middle tower is
it
under
just
attack.
doesn't seem like Complexity's overall game plan is really coming together.
Yeah.
It looked like they wanted to just throw roars and snowballs into Sunstrikes for kills. We've seen a couple of missed Sunstrikes. a couple of fights where they just didn't have enough backup damage, and now going into the mid game, the push potential is a bit limited, but they are going to try to find the fight here bottom. Ice Ice quickly swapped out. Z-Freak tanking the wave as well as the adaptive strike, and that's a fairly high level Maledict, I do believe. Ice Ice going to go down, level 2. Not enough for the
TP
kill.
out. Yeah, he makes it home.
Good escape. And the send back for Z-Freak.
So the problem with compLexity right now is they're just playing reactionary dealer, right? They see 3 heroes bottom, they're like, okay, we'll TP there and fight. Also, if you look at the way that the items is coming for the Invoker, he's getting the Yules to protect himself against the silence of the Earth Spirit. And same thing with Death Prophet, but Yules is standard for Death Prophet. The thing is, I feel like if a compLexity is, you know, supposed to play their own game, they're supposed to be in the driver's seat, especially with heroes like Beastmaster and Invoker and Tusk. And it feels like that's not the case. So, I don't know. Once again, compLexity really can't really play the game that they want to play, which is kind of this mid-game dominance, high-impact aggression kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, they really felt like they're like, okay, let's just run a push strat this game. It seemed like that was the overall game plan from the draft, but the way the game's developing and with the Yules coming out in the Invoker, it doesn't seem like they're actually going to commit to that. They get some wards down, maybe feeling they don't have critical mass advantage to be able to go for a push strat, but in doing so, they may well be playing into the Morphling's hands, who's leader in net worth, 6,800 gold, and well on his way to his first big item.
Like, for example, in this scenario where you have a little bit of map momentum, like, can you not just go into the Roshan pit, send Chen creeps, you get the Beastmaster aura, and just, like, start the Rosh? Let's say 4 swings to come to you.
I think ideally you want that one pick, and then you go.
Yeah. But the thing is, they're not getting that one pick with their...
Yeah, they just got the Viper mech, and I think they're feeling extremely confident, but even with the mech, compLexity still feels like the stronger 5-man lineup at this stage.
Right. Of course, Morphling still does very little in this stage of the game. And the fact that he got BOF first, the reason why I keep bringing back that point back is, one is he actually coming out of the jungle to fight. The
well,
BLT
he's got to get Linken's and then an E-Blade. And then I mean, he can come to fights before then, but he's not going to be a huge...
So 20 minutes later, I guess?
Huge threat on the map. Well, that goes to your original point of, like, shouldn't they be taking Rosh? Certainly once they see that build, they should.
Yeah. All right, Rosh is happening. They're going to get it.
They're also trying to jump the mid lane where Tusk is currently farming. Let's see, Freak going to hang back. So the Rosh uncontested. I definitely don't think like Aegis is a game-winning item for compLexity right now, but just getting the gold and getting the confidence to push with that extra life is a big deal for them.
Yep. So Chessie's going to be getting. I mean, as you know, as bad, quote-unquote bad, the Invoker build is because he's gone for Yules. He is going to be able to delete one hero.
It's not that it's definitely not a bad build by any means.
It's just not the norm.
It doesn't seem like it has the same synergy as the Necro book with the rest of the draft, but if he's able to find pickoffs, then it can effectively let you push it just as much. But he has not really found them yet.
Yeah.
But now he gets the blink. So now you can jump anybody and easily pick them off aside from the Morphling or the Viper.
I think the panel was asking if there was a big Invoker performance today. Sumail had an amazing Invoker game earlier on the B stream, just making a lot happen because of the blink. He would always blink behind or on the side of 3 heroes, land up at perfect, you know, Deafling Blast Meteor combo. So Chessie could be doing the same here. Movement right now, right? Like you stand in the middle of the enemy jungle, they see you, you see them too. You don't get that one pick by.
But yeah, you see a Morphling go BOTs and now is building into a Lincoln Sphere as there is action breaking on the bottom lane. Swindle getting caught out. The Death Ward again working its magic.
Send back, send back.
The Sunstrike as well. Z-Freak. Oh, that Sunstrike did a lot of damage to Ice Ice. Can they kill him off? Snowball forward.
Punch.
Uppercut comes through the shards. Is it enough? Z-Freak does get a kill out of this. All the while, the Soul Siphon going, but Faith Beyond able to roll away.
All right.
Oh, they might get Handskin here too.
Okay, silence is good. They got some siphons as well. He could wait long enough. He also has Hand of God, so they could actually bait him a little bit. In fact, kicked Shadow in.
Get in there, Shadow. You're a Morphling.
All right, they're out. All right, so they got the 1-for-1 trade. Again, is this where you go into Roshan?
But to go back to your previous point, like you see that Morphling build, I think you have to just be playing aggressive Dota here as they
got him.
Feel the big combo, unfortunately. Only a replicate. And Limp may be dropping here to Shadow. Does he have the mana? No turning back for Swindles. The Necro Book comes out, but the Mono Burn's there in Shadow. Good micro from Swindles. That's going to protect him. Hanskin, though, gets off the Hand of God. They might be able to turn this on Innocence. Lib jumping in. The mech is already picked up by Wings, and they're going to use that to try and hold the line
here. Here we go.
Going. Give him the old sucky. Flying Manta Ray on the run. No escape, and down he will go. Faith Beyond now into the trees. Caught by the Yules mid-roll, and also likely in danger here. He kicks the Death Prophet out of the way. Let me hide, but no mana for the TP out. 3 down all day. compLexity now is going to make their move.
Yeah, they got the Exorcism running as well. And even if the Exorcism runs out, you still got the Chen creeps. They're going to do a little bit of damage to that tier 2. This is where they want to be on the winning ends of fights. And honestly, again, taking the fight to Wings in that engagement and making it work. I think Wings chase a little bit too far, though, to be fair in that fight.
Yeah, and they already still have 1 Necrobook carrier in the Beastmaster, so
yeah,
it's by no means mandatory to get 2.
All right, so it looks like we're going to see another Aether Lens in this game, and I think this is a game, or sorry, on the DP. And this is a game where I would make the argument that you want something a little bit bigger, a little bit tankier.
Like just go straight for the Octarine.
Yeah.
Sunstrike combo on the mid lane, but the Deafening Blast didn't quite connect as Innocence just walks away. Snowball is there, though, so they still end up getting the kill. There's the Deafening Blast.
Yeah. I guess the Yule Scepter just gives them a lot more option to initiate as well. They don't just have to solely rely on the Beastmaster Roar. The Yules, you can make the argument even better in terms of setting up those kills. So second time compLexity gets something going, and they have, you know, at least quite good push to make it work.
Roar top lane, Necrobook coming into play here. Shadow's already out of mana, Silence comes through. They give him the Soul Siphon, hopefully, and yet now Shadow in a lot of trouble. Looks like they should be able to grab the Morphling, and we just see the power of the mana burning his Morphling to shut him down. Z-Freak trapped out in the middle of the team fight. Faith Beyond dropping low, the Magnetize comes through though, it quickly turns it. They are going to lose Z-Freak, now Chessie on the run, along with Hanskin, scattering out of there.
Radiant's middle tower is under
They should
attack.
survive. So, a 2-for-1 around the map. Chessie continuing to farm it up. And compLexity now starting to
Dire's
find some
bottom
pickoffs
tower
around
is
the
under
map.
attack.
Yeah.
Getting good wards up, using the Hawk to give them some additional vision, is flying right over
Radiant's top
two
tower
Wings
is
heroes.
under attack.
What's the item that's coming to the Beastmaster? Is it a BOT or is it
Should
Blink?
be upgraded.
Yeah, BOT.
Necro? No, just the Necro.
Oh, okay.
He's still building the Necro 3.
I thought he has it
Radiant's
finished
top
by now,
tower
but I guess
He
he's
just
struggling.
had the Necro 1 or 2
Dire's
earlier.
bottom tower
Blink.
is under attack.
Another pick off here coming out from compLexity.
Radiant's top
Yeah,
tower
Wings
is
are
under
starting
attack.
to get very out of position. A lot of heroes just
Dire's
diving
middle
in
tower
deep
is under
without
attack.
vision, getting punished for it. Ice could be next.
So Siphon time. Easy.
All right, they are hemorrhaging kills. That's, what, 5 mostly unanswered kills in a row?
Yeah, so to ask your question, should Beastmaster go Blink next or BOT next? Because you see the Morphling with BOT, you're like, you know, I could keep up with him. You can also BOT to your Hawks. Or is it better just to, you know, jump in and initiate?
That's actually tough. I mean, I guess the bigger thing is I think they're both really good items this game just for the mobility factor, so I would like to see him grab both, but
yeah. I guess the order is...
They don't really have the most mobile lineup, so maybe you get the BOTs first just to help deal with the split push from Shadow.
Yeah.
And then you go back for the Blink.
The thing is, with Blink, though, there's no way he could cancel the Lincoln initially.
Yeah, so it's not like he has an easy roar.
I guess you could technically Blink, Necrobook, Mana Burn to cancel it, and then get the roar off, but by that time, Shadow is, you know, already out of there. If he has a replicate up. Which he currently does not right now.
He's feeling pretty safe at the moment. Does see the Beastmaster in the bottom lane. His primary nemesis with the Mana Burn and the roar potential.
Yep.
But they're also moving on mid, Z-Freak. Jaunting through the Radiant jungle. Chessie is there as well.
Dire's top tower
So I
is
think
under
today we've
attack.
seen a couple games where like the game's even, it's even, it's even. It's like, oh, suddenly you lose one hero and you just straight up lose like a Rax and then the game. I feel like compLexity has that kind of lineup. Like once Chen finishes Axe, you grab the Frenzy Creep, you got the Beastmaster Auras, you got the Necrobooks, you got the Alacrity, and of course you got DP.
And you'll have probably the next Roche shortly thereafter.
Right. So I can see how compLexity could just get a random pick off in, let's say, 10 minutes. And then
I mean, and that's, yeah, and then just go win the game.
Yeah.
And that's where, yes, the Beast Master, and like even just getting a drums would be great, honestly. Just if they're planning on that timing. Because I don't know that they need a pick.
Oh, limp.
There's the dust. Wings were prepared. Beast Master coming in, limped. Fairly tanky as he's already managed to complete the Soul Booster, but they throw everything in the kitchen sink at him. Even with the Invoker combo there, it's not enough to get a counter kill. That will take the wheels off of the complexity aggression, at least for the moment.
Yeah, that's too bad for him because he's well on his way to finish his Octarine.
This is a farmed Earth Spirit. Gets the Helm of Iron Will out.
Is that a Veil coming up
Veil
next?
build-up?
Yeah. I guess I'm I don't see a lot of offlane Earth Spirit, so I was like not impressed by it. But this game, the way that he's playing and his effectiveness is quite high.
He's been incredibly high impact.
Yeah.
4, 2, and 8 from the offlane. Like, you can't ask for anything else.
And it's a different kind of impact compared to what we see as a support role. The support role is more like onto the roaming, the early game ganks.
And like securing mid lane, for
Right.
example.
This one, he's in there soaking up damage, dishing out a ton of damage, and just having the tank ability to kind of weave in and out of the fight. So it's great still.
So Chessie will grab a point booster, going into the Ags next, it appears. Which is generally the follow-up we see when you go for this Blink Yule's build.
Yeah.
Rather than the Necro book. complexity are going to smoke, and it is BOTs. So that answers the question. Might be able to find the Viper now. It looks like they do a vision of him. Moving into position. Z-Free. The shards are there. It's going to catch up both the two heroes. Snowball. Huge plays from Z-Free. Then the Ghosts come in, and they get to work, just annihilating the Viper. The Venge died before we could even really see her drop
is that
down.
the one fight where you just go? No, they're going to clean up the Ancient Creeps instead.
Oh, that's so big. Massive economic damage now.
Yep. So is Chen, does he have his axe finish after this fight? I would assume so, yeah. We're close to it. It's 400 goals off.
So they're going to get Chen Ags. They probably get the next Roche.
Yep.
If they don't go high ground right now.
The towers.
They might just go high ground now, actually.
Yeah,
they're going to go for it. The whole horde comes marching in. It's
tower
been a
is
very
under
different way to get here than the VP game, but it is kind of feeling like what happened in the VP game at 15 minutes and is now happening at 27.
Yep.
The whole creep army just rolls in. Tower
structures
almost instantly
are
killed off, but
fortified.
complexity a little bit less overwhelming and a little bit more scared are going to back off.
Yeah, I wonder if Veno is going to make a comeback as a hero that would give you this kind of death push capability.
You mean on the offensive side? Right?
Yeah, I mean defensively he's not even too bad. You know, dropping Plague Wards to defend.
I just feel like when you have this much stuff, like Plague Wards just get chewed up by the creep.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess offensively then. It just this kind of way of playing just reminds me of TI4 finals.
What did they change? What did the Frog change about Venom in this patch? Do you remember? Did anything get changed?
No, I think the only line of text he got was like, it was the example case for Aether Lens. Like, oh, it works with spells like
you can plop your wards down.
With his Venomous Scale, it goes longer or something like that.
Interesting. Hanskin is going to walk right into Shadow. Wave over the top, but taking massive
double
right-click damage. That DD rune, what a time for it, but the Ags arrives. He immediately Hands of Gods, and we'll make it out.
Yep, he's good.
So they have the Ags, next Roshan, and then I really do think complexity are going to go for the base.
I imagine Chen is level 11 or higher, so he could grab 2 creeps. Yeah, he's level 12. So I think your best bets are Granite Golem plus the Frenzy creep.
Yeah. And they've got a great Frenzy candidate in the Invoker. Even the Death Prophet's right clicks are decent.
Dude, you Frenzy the Necro Book. That thing goes crazy. That has low BAT, right? So
that definitely works.
It's a little squishy, so it'll probably die. But
the thing that can really derail the push, though, is the E-Blade here.
Yes.
There's a lot of solo kills available to Shadow.
If he just picks off like a random hero, like Complexity can't push without 5.
Who's going to find him, though? Breaking the Lincoln Sphere, the whole combination
Silence.
onto Shadow. Silence through it all, but he got off the morph before it happened. He's just completely unkillable for the moment as he jumps to the bottom lane. We'll retreat. Well, the power of the morph lane. If that's any other hero, he dies there for sure. Like 3 times over.
At least they're like saying, hey, you know, the map's not free for you to farm. You gotta still respect your ganking power. Looks like the Chen has a Black Dragon right now, which is good for split pushing. Send it around. Farm
Maybe not the ideal creep for just 5-manning up the ramp, but yeah, definitely not bad.
I think I saw somebody getting 3 of them today, and it was just the most ridiculous.
It was just great balls of
Dyer's
fire
bottom
everywhere.
tower is under attack.
Oh, there we go.
What have we here?
They're heating up.
Radiant's top
Are
tower
you
is
commenting
under
the Granite Golem? Is that the...
Talk about the complexity push, man, but
Yeah,
yeah.
fair enough.
Blink Dagger and BOT's online.
Yep. No surprise.
You sure you're not slipping Swindle any messages here, Lumi, during the cast? You got anything that you need to disclose to the viewers?
I gave him some paper. He just shredded up. He's like, why do I need to listen to you?
Lumi's patented Beastmaster secrets.
I
Top,
mean,
top 5 top 5 things you'll never expect to see out of a Beastmaster. BOTs and a blink after a Necro 3.
my
with
goodness.
a gem.
I mean, Axe and Vlad are...
Shocking truth.
Axe and Vlad are valid
They get
builds.
the swap off on Lip, though, in the mid lane. The Tornado comes
Snowball?
through along with the Snowball save. Then the Deafening Blast Meteor. They're going to be able to turn this one around. This could be disastrous for Wade. No, maybe not.
Yeah,
That profit down. It looked like they had the firepower for a moment, and then he just falls in the end. Z-Freak kicked out, finished off, so they grabbed 2, and Chessie forced to blink away. Wow, complexity really getting thwarted now. The pickoffs are what's making it happen.
Yeah, and fortunately for complexity, even if DP, like, let's say, buys back for this critical fight, no ultimate. Use it there in that fight.
And they might just steal the
yeah, this...
No buyback, and more, just as importantly, no
Oh,
exorcism
no.
anymore.
Like you said, this is what's the derailing, right? Like, if you get that one pick, they will scout it out, the Great Balls of Fire being dropped.
It's really, it's just been, oh, thank you. Nice stop there.
Okay, Tornado coming in.
Pretty low level X.
Oh, again, the Fireball is actually doing a lot of work.
Fireball's in the Chen army, and
Okay.
they can't easily kill off that giant black dragon. In fact, Hanskin just pokes his head down the ramp. It seems they will be able to hold off
Wow.
the Roshan.
I'm surprised that they're able to do that with, what, 2 heroes, essentially. And without even exerting any buybacks. Good stuff. Wait, who has a mouse from? Viper has a mouse from.
Yeah, he went back for that pretty recently, like maybe 3 to 5 minutes ago. I guess just to deal with all the creeps that are going to be pushing in.
I guess so. I'm just not a big fan in the sense that you can't really upgrade it into Mjolnir. I mean, you can. It's just that there's 2 Yules on the enemy side, and it'll just dispel your lightning shield thing very
Dyer's
easily.
top tower is under attack.
So, I mean, it's a fine item.
Roshan has
I think
fallen into
Morphling's
the
farmed
pit.
enough that this
Dyer's
is
top
getting
tower
pretty
has fallen.
dicey for complexity.
But Morphling is not a carry hero that could withstand a 5-man push, right? So,
Well, he just rats it, right?
yeah.
Let's try to anyway. Chessie in deep, just got an Aegis, eager to lose it. And he will.
Dyer's
Shards
top
come out,
tower
but
is
there's
under
really no
attack.
backup.
All right, just gives away a free Aegis. Roy's going to come through here. They're going to focus on him. Nice
Here's
3-man
Morphling.
silence.
Shadow trying to find the first kill of the fight, but he already used the shotgun elsewhere, so Limp isn't going to have too much trouble engaging.
Oh,
The
Death Ward.
Death Ward going to work. Big time. Swindle survives it, but Wings with too much firepower. Perhaps they even roll forward. It's all about staying alive here as long as possible to dish out that extra bit of damage. Somehow Swindle survives through the whole damn thing, but then the Magnetize comes out. Faithleon trying to kill off everybody, and they're all so damn
They're
low.
not dead,
Are they going
though.
to get up another Chen heal before this thing's over? Handskin, it's going to cool down relatively soon. Might be able to salvage the push.
Confirmed they're all not dead.
Send back 4. That almost looked like a 4-for-1 the other way.
Yeah.
4-for-1 favoring complexity.
I think if he had Veil for that, I want to say he dropped Veil before the fight actually broke out. Like, he was so close to killing everybody. Holy shit.
That was unbelievably close to going the other way. That Magnetize almost killed 4 heroes.
Yeah. What happened in that fight? Like, why was... Like, because they took a ton of Death Ward damage as well. I'm surprised they...
So the Death Ward was committed almost entirely on the Beastmaster, who walked away with like 10 HP.
Right, the Snowball did a lot.
The Snowball kept the Death Prophet alive. Death Prophet was not focused because the shotgun was used on...
The Beastmaster?
The
I mean?
Beastmaster, I think, before the Death Ward. And then the Earth Spirit came in with his combo like a little bit late. They managed to get some heal off from the Chen. So it just seemed like the timing wasn't quite as crisp as what Wings needed to be on their spells.
Alright, Zifu's gonna get caught here.
Someone is pointing out the golem bonus HP definitely
yeah.
made a big difference there. Imagine if they didn't have that. I think they're all dead then.
Did they save the big ancients? I think so. There's some creep. Yeah, there you go.
The real heroes of complexity.
Yeah.
Just strutting around. Yeah, look at that guy. Oh, that's weird. Don't do that. And definitely don't show that to the kids.
That's the thing where I do feel like, as we see a lot of Zeus in the current patch, and you know, whenever I see the Chen picking up the grind at Golem, I feel like, oh, Zeus is somewhat neutered.
Does it make you cry a little?
I mean, I'm not a Zeus player, so no, not really. I'm more on the Chen side here. Go Chen. All right, so we keep saying that eventually Shadow's gonna come out of the woods and start carrying. Is this it? Is this the moment of time where the game is out of hand?
If they slip up whatsoever, he's just gonna wipe them. It's
Complexity, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much how I feel about.
Well, same thing the other direction, right? If Complexity wins one big fight, they also just rest.
They don't have one hero that's gonna do it though. It's gonna take like a combined effort from everyone.
Okay.
I think that's the difference.
So it's easier for Wings to win from a slip up than Complexity, you're saying?
It's more of a one-man show.
Okay.
I think.
I don't know, man.
You look at some of these other heroes; they are looking a little bit poor.
Faith BN last fight, was trying to make it a one-man show for himself. Almost did it. There's that Manta.
So he's got a solution out for the silence. Very nice. Has been a bit of a thorn on his side.
Is Witch Doctor working on any like big items? Is it Axe? Oh, he's got Axe. All right. I think he had Axe in the last fight, I want to say. That's why he was dishing out so much damage. I didn't think it was just on the Beastmaster, the Death Ward.
There was, well, I think it was only a level 1 ult at that point, right?
Or maybe he just completed recently.
Maybe.
Uh-oh,
They found Shadow.
He's got.
But he has the rep.
I don't know, Morphling is like the most...
Well, and that's the thing is Wings can just play this keep away game, and Morphling's big enough that I wouldn't say he quite matches the push of complexity, but he really does bring towers down quickly.
We did have in the Haas stats that if a game goes past 50 minutes, Earth Spirit and Vengeful Spirit has the highest win rate in this patch.
Is this where you just go for it, Lumi?
I would go, yeah, just
right
go.
now, you're Swindle. Are you going for it?
You call it. You go for it.
Get in there. Get in that ass, says Swindle. We're doing it.
Yep.
Pops the Necro book. And they are looking for the trade. Shadow is going to get a melee racks out of this, but their base is under attack as well. Limp with the Exorcism going strong. They're still sticking around there with the Morph. It looks like he's BOTing back and joining the fight. Momentarily shotgun onto Limp. They blast him down.
What
Almost
a swap.
off the bat, but kept alive as the Death Ward goes. Snowball, Limp, still hanging on through this. Now the Magnetize even coming out. So much damage as he continues to engage deeper and deeper behind enemy lines. Keep him alive. They can. They do manage to pop him. The Morphling also Knight had to buy back. They desperately want to hold on to this base. And they will find a secondary kill on the Beastmaster. Now they'll roll forward. Even the Venge recommitting just a bit late on the kick. Faith Beyond unable to find an additional kill here.
I mean, that was a lane Rax trade.
They traded Rax.
But you got 2 buybacks.
Versus the Morphling, but he did have to buy back.
2 buybacks, yeah. Venge also had to buy back there.
Who cares?
Well, no, it actually is a big deal because let's say Venge finishes Axe in a fight. You know, suddenly she essentially becomes immortal.
That's true.
So that contributes to why she's so good late game, because by that time you do get Avenge Axe. All right, let's talk about this Axe on Earth Spirit. Actually not exactly the most broken Axe in this game, because you don't really have... You could keep the Morphling alive, but...
Have you not seen the games where...
I did!
Where Earth Spirit just sends them like 2,000 units from like the tier 3 into the fountain?
Right, so you casted that game where... Jackie was being protected, right?
Yeah.
But he's able to output damage with things like Radiance and Illusions as he's stoned up. Like, Morphling actually needs to right-click, so...
No. You kick the enemy into your fountain.
Okay, that's
how you end the push. You just send the Death Prophet in there. Nice ghosts, lady.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's a really good high ground defense Aghanims,
yeah.
but the BKBs are great against it as well, obviously, so with one now coming out on the key hero and the Death Prophet, we'll have to wait and see if it ends up being a game. And you do have great defensive support from the Chen and the Tusk, so there's no guarantees this will be a game-winning Axe, but it can be a game changer.
I think Avenge gets to Axe, Wings wins. like just flat out.
Just immediately type GG.
Yeah, just
I think
do it.
so too, because Venge is not getting to eggs for a very long time.
Yeah.
So if she does,
It goes
that
in
means
tandem,
Morphling
right?
is 8 slotted.
Like, it's going to be 20 more minutes before he gets X. Is Limp going to get caught there?
Showing Limp here bottom lane. The cast comes through, and it will bounce, and they're on top of each other.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that's a lot of coconut.
Oh, they're going to chase it.
I don't think anybody likes coconuts that much.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Do you know that coconuts are green
No.
in real life?
Like, the outside, you mean?
Yeah, the outside. So there's 2 types of coconuts. The brown ones where you see in like Hawaii commercials. And apparently there's one type that's green.
Which kind is better? Green or brown?
I think green ones are better. Although
Have you actually eaten them?
Yeah, they taste exactly the same. I was in Manila and then they gave me a green coconut. I was like, what the hell is this? Because, you know,
What is this voodoo?
yeah, what is this green fruit? Is this like a, you know, a melon or
Did
something?
you just straight say that? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I was like, what is this? It's a coconut.
Oh, very nice.
They're green.
So Assault Cuirass under construction here for Swindles. I imagine will be the next item. I'm not sure what else he would buy.
Do they have a Vlad
Oh,
on the team? or something?
BKB. All right. So, I mean, the other thing is BKB is great against the shotgun. So not
Yep.
only does it help you a lot versus the Earth Spirit with the Veil now, which obviously is also great with the shotgun, but it allows your cores to get what they need done in the middle of the fights. And along those lines, they did get a pipe on the Chen very recently as well.
Yeah. It also essentially takes out the Earth Spirit from the game.
Oh, the timing for compLexity, so close to scouting this Roshan.
They have a Hawk anyway, so they should be able to. They could park some random unit inside. Maybe a random Chen creep. Fort Spirit. Alright, who do you
Might
jump?
find someone.
I think Ice is probably the easiest kill that you could get to impact the fight.
Wings are kind of expecting something to go down. Z-Freak will start it off. The BKBs and plenty start coming out. The Death Wards there for the zoning tactics and Swindle. Forced to run away, but Ice is down. They managed to finish off the Witch Doctor, now turning their attention on the Viper. Can compLexity actually get a win today? They desperately need this. Innocent will end up dropping. Now the Earth Spirit could well be next. Viper trapped out, solo, will fall. That's 3. Make it 4 with Faith Beyond getting massacred. So it's Shadow against the world.
Don't chase him, just go down the lanes.
Come to Shadow.
Go bottom, just go.
Go Rex.
Yeah.
And there is no counterplay here unless they can mass buyback. compLexity may have finally
No buybacks.
cracked it, open the space.
Yeah.
Tornado comes out. They're going to find the EMP opening onto the Viper, and now rolling in. Viper, if he dies here, going to be off the field for ages. It's 90 seconds that he's gone for. compLexity, at long last, a back and forth crazy game. Draft-wise, it looked like it could just be a repeat of what VP did to Wayne's. Then, the way the game developed, it looked like Wayne's were just going to run them over with a Godzilla Morphling. And then compLexity, they got their act together here in the mid-game. And now they are pressing towards Mega Creeps. And with that, quite possibly the game win.
Alacrity Frenzy, let's go. The double synchronous TP coming in. Yeah, that is going to be the Mega Creeps. And
No
Morphling.
split push, no real counterplay
Yeah.
for Wayne. They even get out safely. Hell, Tusk has 2 gems.
Oh.
Not for long.
Well, you know, he's alive.
Maybe. Go. Beautiful kick there by the Earth Spirit. He hit 3 heroes.
All right, doesn't matter though.
Magnetizing everyone. Jet.
Oh, Gem's on the ground.
Didn't manage to get the Tusk in the end. Take my gems, but leave my team alone.
It's a peace offering being completely ignored.
Your
They're like,
offering is unacceptable to Faith the End, God.
all right, refresh orb coming out as well. All right, I guess you just make a Hail Mary push down the mid lane.
Yeah, I don't think that's... They're not good. Their lineup sucks at dealing with Mega Creeps. Even Morphling's pretty bad. Actually, he's terrible for a carry.
Yeah, he needs like a Maelstrom to even have a shot at it. But these heroes actually don't push very quickly because it's Mega Creeps. So.
And they are going to be walking right into the freshly acquired Refresher Orb of the Invoker.
Radiant's courier
I
has
mean,
been
you
killed.
just hope that they give you the 1 by 1, you know? Walk in randomly. Kind of like what Alliance did to Team Spirit. Gave them the free win. But compLexity just need to calm down, all right? Like, right now Swindles is telling his team, all we need to do is to stand next to our throw and not die.
Do not feed.
Yeah, don't run in.
Feed. That's the call as they roll up onto the high ground. Faith hoping for that free feed. And then Wings. Let's see where they go. Do they go for the counter make creeps here? No, they're going straight on.
Yeah, they have to win it now.
They know. The waves are pushing in. Their base is under siege. compLexity could try for the base trade, but they are lucky to stand their ground and fight this one as there's a jump in from the Morphleets right into a Deafening Blast. He mances his way out. Chessie with the refresher, throwing shit everywhere. Fire, flame, and lightning. You gotta run, GG. They have